And we all know what happens on Friday night. We have a look at something a bit special. And tonight, we're going to be looking at what is claimed to be, I don't know whether it's this model or not, but it's claimed to be the world's fastest RTR remote controlled car. Question is it? So we're going to be doing an unboxing tonight of that. Have a look at it. And I've got this up over here, so I can see anyone's comments and anyone that's coming into the live. Look at that, technology for you. So flip you over. Oh, I've got a notification, look at that. Evening. Who we got coming today? Who we got with us? We've got Scott, we've got Dan, we've got Greg, we've got Gash. Evening, Gash. I think you're new to the streams. Terry, evening. CSL, Chris, Addicted. Matt the Hat, hi. Mike Bird. How is everybody on this wonderful Friday evening? It's been raining all day today. Not that it makes much difference because I've been working all day. Yes, lucky me. Alden, how are you? Keeping well, Brody? EJ74, evening. Alex, evening. Mitchell's RC, evening. Keith Butler, evening. We've got a lot of people coming in tonight. How is everybody? All ready for the weekend? Yeah, rain. It's done, I mean, the last 2-3 weeks, it's done nothing but raining. I mean, I know the UK gets a lot of rain, but the last 2-3 weeks, it's been ridiculous. Didn't even really get out last weekend on the Sunday because it was just rained off. No one went out because it was raining. You know, the one day of the week I look forward to, and it's just sucks. Keith Butler, evening. All good, yep. Doing well, my friend. Hope you guys are well. Yes, we're all good here, thank you. My ribs are repaired, which is good. Now the summer's coming, spring's here, days are longer. Days are longer, nights are shorter, whatever you want to call it. Woke up to a flat tyre in the car. Oh, that's absolutely sucks. Is it just a flat, or is it a new? Is it a puncture or a new tyre needed? Hi, Luke. How are you? Forward to seeing this car. Yeah, I mean it looks quite nice. I haven't, as you can see, it's still in its box. I'm guessing we've got the metal one because it looks like the people that are getting the carbon ones, the ones that have been kissing Rolaro's butt more than the others, because there's a couple of different ones. There's 5 different cars for this, or different versions. So you get the brushed version, you get a brushless metal chassis version, which I think this one is, and you get a brushless carbon chassis one. And then you get a metal roller and a carbon roller. And from what I've been seeing so far, the metal ones have been hitting the streets with the YouTube reviewers today/yesterday. And the carbon ones look like they're going to be next week. I was told it's going to be random. Clearly it's not, because the guys that suck butt the most and haven't said a bad word really about Rolaro are the ones getting the carbon ones. Didn't see that happening. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It looks like a fantastic little car. I will be putting a link down below where you can get it, because this is still on pre-sale. And at pre-sale prices, these are pretty good value for money. At full price, nah. It's just way too much. I mean, before I start opening it, we can go and have a quick look. If you look at the pre-sale prices, and I said I will put a link down below. Get a bit of light up. Where are we? So go to the AK917. Break the limit. And if we click on it and have a look, ski. So the cheapest one is obviously this metal version on-road car. Oh no, that's without electric. So There you go, brushed version. So the metal brushed version is on pre-sale at $168. Full price, $299.99. That's too much, way too much, but there we go. The one I believe we've got will be going up to, after pre-sale, $399, and currently $190. That's $200 off. That's a huge saving, and $199 for a 1/10 scale speed car is probably quite a good deal. And then you've got the carbon one, retail at $499. It will be going up to, which is monstrously amount of money for a 1/10 car. And $299, so again $200 off of that. And then you've got the rollers, which is probably the better deal if you're interested in these, to be brutally honest with you. $279 down to $179 for the carbon roller. That is, I think, a pretty good deal. $279, again, it's too much. It's not real carbon chassis, it's a composite chassis. $179 is a very good deal on that, I think. And then $129 for the metal roller, again, is a pretty good deal. As I will be putting a link down below, and I will do that now in the description so everyone can see. And again, I do get commission on this, but I'm not doing it because of commission. I would, if these were full price, I wouldn't be recommending buying them because I think they're way too much. The only word of warning I will give you as well, if you're in the UK, if the price goes over £135, you could be, I'm not saying you will be, depends on how they ship it, but you could be hit with 20% sales tax. Again, not saying other people will tell you, but I will say you end up paying what in dollars it is in, you'll end up paying in pounds what it is in dollars. So there is that word of warning. I don't think that will happen to you if you're in the USA. I don't think you guys have the same issues with importing as we do. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, I don't know. Right, let's just put this in here. On pre-sale, get yours now for huge savings. Link there. Right, okay, so the link is there. Now we can go and have a look at the car, see what everyone's saying. And yes, I know I haven't done a video for absolutely ages, and I do apologise for that, but a number of reasons for it. The weather's been horrible, the boys have been working, I've had some health issues with my neck and my ribs, so it kind of sucks. But we will be getting back to it shortly at some stage because we've got lots to do as well. So we've got, obviously I've got to show you these, which are the Basher skins. Comes in a very nice packaging here. I've got to get those onto the DR8. Obviously going to have to do a review of this. We've got the new MJX street car coming as well. We've got to do a review of that. We've also got some, these here. I'm almost showing you my address. These are hoons that have been retrod with solid plastic. He's kept the hoons bit there and just added the rubber on so you keep the same shape, and he's put them onto the hoons wheels. So we've got to get out and test those. That's on the infraction wheel, and then in there somewhere, I can't bother to get it out, in there somewhere it's on the limitless wheel as well. There we go. So he's done it to both the limitless and the infraction wheels where they were worn out. So limitless wheel, similar sort of thing. Kept the hoons bit on there. It cuts round, adds that in. Job done. So we've got to get out and burn those up and see how they last. What else have we got? Oh, Gary sent us some, and if you look at Gary might be in the stream, so he can probably put a link up for these because he's selling these. These are shock stop, forget what you call them, Gary, if you're here. My brain's going. So basically limiting straps for the Outcast 8S. So we've got to get them on and do that. Got some donuts to eat. What else have we got to do? Sure, there's some other bits and pieces we've got to do. Oh, we've got a 1/24 crawler. Got to get out and do that as well. So, yeah, loads to do. Just got to find the time to do it. Right, let's catch up on some comments, and then we get back to opening the car. Right. What have we got? I believe it does, Alden, from talking to Ricky at Beyond RC, and then seeing that I think Bars has got his now. Bars is in here. I think I saw Bars come in earlier. Matthew Sims is here. Well, I think Matthew's got the carbon one coming. Lucky best there, Dor. It's only 3 PM in the States. Oh, decent. I ordered a metal roller of that in red. Zero Rain. Greg, how are you? Yeah. Oh, and I forgot. We got a new thing coming for the losses as well, which will probably be here next week. So, got to get out and film that. Almost forgot that. So it's just a flat $25. Well, that's lucky. They're very lucky. If I'd known, I would have waited to buy off yours, hardcore, when you don't like it. It must have a name on it. I might end up, I don't know, because we don't do raffling much. I've got some plans for it. We'll see what it's like, and then once I get this unboxed, we'll see if I can fit something else in. How are you, Matthew? I see you had some unluck. You've been unlucky as well. Had to get out your flat, etc., etc. But you've got something new now, which is good. Get out of the box, Dave. I need to see if it has an LED exhaust overrun on it. No, it won't have that. I got one of each coming. Nice, Black Sheep. What did you get the rollers or did you get the RTRs? Jamie Medhurst, evening. Yeah, the carbon one does look nice. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how much more it was. It's not that much more. I'd probably go if I was to buy one, it would be the carbon roller. If I'm brutally honest with you, we all need to meet up for an endurance race. That'd be great. Chaotic Adventure. Hi, how are you? Totswold Mike, evening. I should order a carbon roller. I still haven't ordered one. Get on it before the pre-sale ends. Addicted. Seriously. I don't know how much longer the pre-sale ends. It might end tonight after, because it's been going for a couple of weeks now. All of them should be hit with VAT, post office charge and sales tax. Unlike Griffey, if it's below £135, you don't get hit with the tax, because the post office, because the seller is supposed to add the VAT, anything under £135. So as long as the sale price and the postage comes in below £135, you won't pay sales tax. And I know on the 1/12 scale car, that came in, if you got the roller, below 130. And I know a couple of people that got them didn't pay tax. If it goes over that, it's hit and miss whether you pay it. But I'm saying, if it's done correctly, you will have to pay tax on over £135. No, these are not ink VAT, Griffey. As soon as the light has exhaust overrun fit. It doesn't. 907 Rob, evening, how are you? Right, catching up. Yeah, DJ Laser Graved. Rec RC, well, awesome. One of my favourite channels on live, and about 8 more of my favourites in the chat. How are you, Rec? It's very nice of you to say that. It's not below $135 though, there's VAT not included. They don't add VAT though. Right, let's kind of, before we open the box, I'm going to go, in Australia we don't pay import tax under 3,000. Wow, well that's very lucky. We're going to go and do some quick maths, because we like quick maths. So what's 9 plus 10? Those that know quick maths should know what 9 plus 10 is. So if we look at the... So definitely the metal one you wouldn't pay VAT on. because at 129, we say 100. The exchange rate is 1.2 at the moment. So, and postage I think is only $9.99. $9.99 for the postage. So 9 plus 4, 9. Oh, quick maths. What's 9 plus 10? 0.49 plus 9.9 equals divided by 1.2. So the metal one will work out approximately £116 for a metal 1/10 roller speed car. That, in my opinion, is a bargain. The carbon one, 0.9 plus 9.9 equals divided by 1.2 is probably going to 1.2 is likely to come over. Oh, you absolutely 189.9 divided by 1.2, £158. So you on the carbon one, you could pay tax. You could. I'm not saying you will, but you could. Aralo don't charge the tax, so if it's below 135, which is the metal one is. So that metal one is is definitely a bargain in the UK. It's questionable when the carbon one, you could pay tax. But even so, at the current prices, for a 1/10 scale speed car, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Right. Here we go. Aralo going to make a new truggy. Yep, there are a couple. I think there's a little pamphlet in here which Beyond RC will. The problem is I've got to seal this back up for when I video to make it look like I've unboxed it. Oh, turn it up the other way. Now, what colour do you think we got? We could have gone red, or we could have gone red and white and black, or we could have gone orange, blue and blue. Which colour did we get? Because it's not marked on here. I made £133 ink VAT. Yeah, but you don't pay. You won't get VAT, Griffey. You won't get charged VAT on it. They don't add the VAT at their side, and you won't get charged VAT in the UK because it's below £135. Anything coming through the post that's registered marked for under £135 will not get charged VAT here because the rules are it's supposed to be charged by the retailer. Same as if you order from Jenny's. Jenny's don't charge the VAT. Keep it below £135. You won't pay the VAT when it gets here. So it does say here, which is interesting, 120 plus kilometres an hour after upgrading the gears and electronic parts. On the website, it says 160 kph. So maybe they've changed this, what they're saying it would do. But 120 kph is, what's that? Miles per hour, I don't know. Right, what colour did we get? Chappy, evening, how are you? Only working on my RC car goes full throttle as soon as I... My only working RC car goes... Well, you need to... I would say ESRC... Oh, can you see that? There you go. I would say that you need to recalibrate your ESC. So we've got instruction manual, some stickers. Now I have got more stickers or something coming as well. I've got an email from them today saying there's some more stuff coming, some spare parts and some stickers, etc. So we have got all that in there. Accessories list. I think this is what you get. Now that's one thing I do like about Aralo. You do normally get a bag of spares and accessories and everything, which is nice. But again, it's just their full price. I think is too much for what you're getting. Radio, Dumbo style radio. Whether it is a Dumbo or not, I don't know. This is the same as what came in the 1/12 buggy that we got. Again, it's nicely designed because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 double A's or you can plug a LiPo into it or a NiCad. I do like that. That is a good design, good feature on being built in. So that's a plus, a tick from me on that. 3-band, 2-band. Don't know, but if you're going to be speed running, it's probably not got the range on it, is it? What do you think? Do you like that though? No. It's got disc brakes on it in the hardcore blue. Who cares? Open the box and run it. Who cares? Open the box. I would order the carbon roller if that's the case. If it's below 135, you won't get taxed when it gets here. If it's above 135, you could. Why show me about the import tax when ordering a full M2C kit for the X-Max? That one hurt. Oh, whip it. Yes. Did you not get... Have a word... Did Adrian at Bad Touch Breakers not have any in stock? I'm going to skate park mine. No, we won't be skate parking it. Not this car. Because it's bigger than what I thought it would be. It is a 1/10 scale car. It's not coming out though, is it? No. So it is actually bigger than what I thought it would be. And it's heavy. It is quite heavy. I've got to do this, I've got to put all this back on somehow so I can do my unboxing video for... I'll take this off gently. I'm not going to take it all the way off. Well, actually, now you've taken that off, peel that back. That actually... Oh, you don't want to see my mug. It was looking a bit... Ugh, I will be honest. When I was looking at it like this, with that on it, I'm thinking, yeah... Yeah, because the boys chose this. I would have gone... Me, personally, I'd have gone the other colour. But the boys wanted this. I'm looking at it and going, yeah... It's a bit dull and, you know, nothing special. I'm thinking, oh, I wish we'd gone for the red one. Because this one... But now, when you actually pull that back... And then you look at it... And it starts popping under the light... That is actually... I don't know if it's coming out nicely on the live stream or not, but that actually is popping. And the lights, I love the lights. The lens covers on those lights is very nice as well. Right. So yes, that's definitely gone up in expectations now. It feels meaty and beefy, but then so the Team Corelli ones. Right, I'm going to pop those. No, I didn't want to do that. I'm going to have to I can re-cable tie them with new cable ties to do the unboxing for when I do the video. Things I do for you guys. Mainly because I haven't got anything else to do on a live stream, because, as I said, we haven't really been out much. The boys haven't been out, they've been working as well. Sucks. Oh, can anyone see this special thing they've done for us? There we go. They have, yeah. As others have already seen on other people's channels. Oh, you don't want to see my face. RTR RC put in there. It is nicely done. It's nice laser etched. Nice chamfering on the chassis here as well. So even though it's a metal one, it is very, very nice. Very nicely finished. Tyres, for speed running, going to need something better. Probably switch those out to foams. I don't know what hex is it using. Doesn't feel like there's much foam in there. And plus you've got this ridging here. Those tyres don't feel like they last very long. So, but the good thing is it's 1/10 scale, so we can get. And this is our other. This is the 1/14 scale Aralo. And yes, yeah, you can get the foams on there. They fit on there, no problem at all. That's the carbon one of that. But we'll look at this one in a minute because we might be taking the powertrain out of this to go in here. Evening, Jason Hardy, how are you? It does look very, in the flesh, it does look very nice, Griffey. I'm getting old. You're not wrong. My birthday's in April as well. Love the colour. It's like the Golf. It's like the old Golf colours, isn't it? I like the look of the body, and that's the nicer colour. Oh, thank you, Addicted. That looks really good. Good, sexy body. The car, not. Oh, come on, Samba. You know you love my body, my skippability. I do prefer the brushed metal versions with wheels like those. Ah. Even in electric. Yeah, radio. I'll read that into that as much as, but not a lot. Is this 4-channel? I don't think it is. There's one channel there, the other channel there. I can't see. Oh no, it might be actually. You've got 2 buttons there. That may well be 4-channel. 100 meter, 150 meter range. Yeah. Read into that with a pinch of salt. We will probably, if we're going to actually do any, we will check the range. If we're doing any proper speed running, the radio will be changed, switched over to the Dumbo RC. Right, let's pop the lid off. Nice little tethers on this as well to keep it so you don't lose the body pin, the lights coming up for the front here, and it does have rear lights as well. Griffey wanted to know about the rear lights. Does it have exhaust after blow off? No, I don't think so, Griffey. I can't see any LEDs in there. It does have the LEDs up here though, the lights. And I like any car that comes with lights. It is heavier than I thought it would be, in all honesty, for the size of the car. It has got some weight to it. So I'm going to leave that on there. So we go over the car. Nice foam padding at the front, which is usual with street cars. Aluminium coilover shocks with Aralo and Aralo for the damping. What do they feel like damping wise? Boing, 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 boing. Yep, oil filled, very nice. Obviously adjustable, everything here. You can adjust in and out on your toe, but only in set increments by the looks of it. So 1, 2, 3. Adjust your toe links for your adjusting your toe, your camber. Stability underneath there, no, don't think so. But nicely done. 2S LiPo is standard, which my only issue with this is going to be that with these bits like that, it means you're limited on height. So this is a 2S lipo. I'm going to want to put a 3S in there because I am going to want to run it 3S. It's a nice little 2S lipo though, not much weight to it, if I'm honest. 3300, 35C sustained. But with an XT60 on it, my issue is this. We will see if these China Hobbyline 8000s will go in and still be able to plug them in. That's the big question. So if we go in that way, they will go in, but might fail a little bit on the plug, but no, it looks like it will go in okay. Plenty of room lengthwise and everything, which is good. We flip it around that way. Yeah, that's a better way because you can get both the pins in. So we'll take these bigger, more powerful 2S lipos. The question is, can I get a 3S in there? Oh, I've got any 3S's up here, have I? No. Where's the 3S one? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Don't think there's any down there. I've got loads something. What is there? No, I think they're all out in the garage. Pretty sure the 3S ones are out here. There we go. CNHL 3S 8000 milliamp hour. So I think it will go in. It will definitely go in lengthwise, and it should be able to go in height-wise. Hopefully. Right, can't do this one-handed. Do it that way round. It will go in because it's the same length. So it does go in. The issue is clamping it down. So we will probably need to find some way of modifying this so we can clamp it over. But I don't see that happening to get a 3S in there. So we might have to modify it by cutting some holes in it and putting a strap on. No, a strap on the car, not a strap on. But that will definitely fit in there. So I'm going to have a little play with that. Because I do want to power it 3S. And with that power bank in there, 3S, that will move. Right. That is a lot of weight, but for speedrun cars, weight, you know, if you look at what the top guys that are doing 200 plus miles an hour, they're running an absolute ton of battery packs. Blue one is definitely the better colour. I saw the other colour scheme on bars and tone. They are bringing, oh actually, what does it, is it using, and it is using hexes. Yep, hex heads all the way through it, which is good as well. Sway bars, it's got your sway bars at the front, sway bars at the rear. Not sure what this spare tyre is all about, to be brutally honest with you. A metal drive shaft with, doesn't have a slipper by the looks of it. Catch up. don't bother doing unboxing. Well, not everyone. The thing is, Jabby, not everyone would have seen the live stream with this. This is more for what I would call the regular viewers, the viewers that come by the stream, know me more. Not the casual viewers that might just watch the stream, the main video. So I do need to do the unboxing bit on the main video as well. Need to check those exhausts, see if LED they should be as they say they are on the website. I can't see any wires or anything going to the exhaust, Griffey. I seriously cannot. And it screws down there. It screws in. There's no, it's got 2 hexes down there as far as I can see. So I don't see anything like that going on. I'd have died laughing if they'd accidentally sent that laser etch with Tom Lee on. That would have been funny. And even funnier if he'd got the one with RTR RC on it. Evening, Bars. How are you, buddy? I don't know, Matthew, to be honest. We try to enter the other one. We are so limited on where we can do the speed runs. That's what this car was ultimately for. And this would have done well over 100+ miles an hour with the system we had in there. We've got a 3.5 turn motor, 120 amp ESC. This thing was going to absolutely fly, but we just didn't have the location to do it or the time to do it. We have found a new location, but it's a 3-hour drive from me. It's not something we're going to do very often, so it depends on timing and everything. And you know, to go there and set everything up and just do speed runs, and if it doesn't work, you've got to come back, try. You know, it's a lot of work. I'd like to do it, but we just don't have the roads or anything near us. But I might whip this system out of here, stick it in there, and see what it goes like. But then again, you've got to change the gears, etc. So yeah, that might be the plan, is to get all this out of here. You can see I did all the work. I got the front, I got the bit on the back, got all the tyres, but we just ran out of time. It didn't help that we beat the snot out of this car and broke a few bits on it, and I had to wait for spare parts to turn up before we could actually run it again. So that took 2 weeks out of my timing as well, which was probably a bit silly, but we wanted to beat the snot out of it and see what it could take. And again, with the speed thing, you know, the American guys, no offence to the American guys and whatsoever, but they just have so much better roads for doing it than we do. You know, nearby they can just pop down and go and do a speed run of an evening. So we might enter it, we might not. And the last time as well, there was cheating going on as well, and bending of the rules. So depends on what the rules are and how they fix them, because you know, you have people cutting holes in the bodies with ESCs sticking out of them. You have people lifting the bodies right up high. You know, my understanding of the rules, body had to fit on stock chassis and everything. So when you're then changing the posts and lifting the car up, or just taping the body onto the car without even using the posts, to me that was, yeah, they didn't tie that down very well and they didn't follow up with it. But that's just my views. Right, we'll plug this in and we'll see, we'll turn it on and see what the lights do. Bum, 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 bum. And then we'll have a look at the ESC, the servo and the radio. Oh, the fan's firing up. Alexa, turn off kitchen lights. Here we go. Stay up. That is very nice with that like that. Yes. That gets the thumbs up. Oh, one of our lights isn't working. Huh? One of our lights isn't working. Oh, I'm going to have to message Arlo about that. I have to have a little play, see if I can get it working. Oh, that sucks. Alexa, turn on kitchen lights. Huh? Yeah, refund. Send me out a new one. Send me the carbon one as compensation. Yeah, no, definitely. Right, I'll have to take a photo of that later. How are you feeling, Dave, as well? Bars and Tone Dave, that is. It's meant to have it. I didn't. If doesn't, I might send back for that feature I wanted. I can't see any lights on there. It looks like it. I don't know whether it is a rebranded Dumbo one or not. It does look similar, but it's smaller. It looks similar, so that is a Dumbo, and that is the Arelaro one. It looks similar, but it is smaller. The receiver looks similar as well, but the only way to find it out will be to pop it open. But you know, right? Who in the stream knows who owns Dumbo RC? Question for you. Pop quiz. Who owns Dumbo RC? What radios are made by the same company that makes these and another well-known brand? Little pop quiz for you there. Chris Grittings, I've never had a street runner before. Is it worth it? And do you know how fast this car goes? Out the box, it's supposed to do. Bars and Tone has speed run his. I think he did 32 miles an hour with the 2S battery bars. Is that right? I remember watching your video. So out the box with the 2S battery and the standard stock gearing, not that fast. They do give you some other gears. They do give you 2 more gears in there for speed running, make it go faster. This will probably do, the metal chassis one will probably do 50 plus mileage an hour. It's for a 1/10 scale street car, it's quite nice. Comparing it to, I think you're going to need to change the tyres though. I don't think they've lasted very long. Is it worth it? I think on pre-sale, the metal one, if you wanted a good street car, from what I've seen thus far of it, I haven't run it. Bars has run his. I think for the metal chassis one, yeah. And the carbon one will be faster. And if you can afford the carbon chassis one, you're not going to get stung with import tax. Go the carbon one. I might have been tempted. Yeah, I think, Samby, you got the Aralo and didn't get hit with it, did you? The RTR 199 aluminium chassis RTR version, which is what this is not 199. Oh, yes, it is. Sorry, yeah, you got to get the roller, not cut half inch off the top of lipo. Yeah, okay. Just ordered mine today. RTR brushless metal chassis for me. Nice. They should have just used straps like the carbon one. If they use straps on the carbon one, yeah, they should have done, because it's so limiting. I've now got to add the straps, which I can do. I had to do it in the other one. No, I had to move it. I mean, it's technically quite easy to do. Just means I've got to cut a slot here and a cut slot here. And then potentially I don't know. I'll sort some way out of doing it. I'll find a way of doing it. I might, because it only needs to go, because you've got this post here and you've got supports at the back here. I'll just take that off of there, leave that post there, it will stop it going that way. So I just need to strap it over sideways. I might be able to Dremel out this bit here and Dremel out a bit there to strap it over and hold it in. I'll play with it when I've got it out and have a proper look at it. Jason, if you look in the description of this video, you should see the link to where you can get it from. All the RTR, depends which model you want, and it's currently on pre-sale, so it is quite a lot of money off at the moment. This is like the old what is it? KVC, is it? What's that shopping channel? Sorry, but I really want an in-depth check on the exhaust. Very disappointing if not fit. Right, Griffey. Just for you, Griffey. Can't bother to get my proper tools out, so I'm using nip. And I hope they don't burr off the... Right. This is the exhaust, and as I thought, it's got hexes in it. Where did you see the bit about the afterburner bit then? Yeah, there's no lights in there, Griffey. No lights. None. Nicht. Nine. No, definitely no lights. Sorry. I can't remember it ever saying it's got exhaust kickback lights, but it's definitely got lights on it. But, well, only one of ours works. So, see if they send me a spare. They might send me a carbon one as compensation if I put it on and milk it. Give the connector a wiggle, done that. That sucks, bummer. See you later, Alden. I'm so far behind on comments. Way behind on my comments. Right, catch up. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing, Griffey, but it's fixed. This one you can't. Don't know whether you can. That's what I did with the Tamiya's. I lifted everything up. If I can get under there and there's ability to add longer screws and lift it all up, I will do that, which it looks like there might be as well. QVC, that's the one. Okay, Perth's got his Dumbo to bind with it. Maybe they are the same. They do look similar. See you later, Rob. Take care. Great, now I want one again. I'm sorry. Oh, look, when the full video comes out, once I've stripped it down, had a proper look at it, you might be able to put longer screws in, lift these posts up and get the battery in. If you can, you can. If you can't, I'll be putting straps in. Because we will be running at 3S. On the right side of video, but only on the top brush carbon, just going to fit my own. Okay. Yeah, well, it might be on the carbon one, because the carbon one also comes with a fan built in here. So they cut out, I think, this bit here, and it comes with a fan in it. So maybe that's what the carbon one comes with as well, is that. Yeah, I thought you did Samba. Why is there a spare? I don't know, Gary. I honestly don't know why it's got a spare wheel in it. It just doesn't make any sense to have a spare wheel there. I really don't know. And I'm being honest, I don't know. When I saw that there, I thought, I have not got a clue what it's there for. Is the centre drive shaft supported or braced? No. It is metal. Is it solid metal? I don't... It probably is solid. probably not hollow. But it's not supported or braced? No. So if you're gonna, it is metal. I think it's a standard WL Toys, etc., etc. drive shaft, probably the same one that comes in the 12th scales or the 10th scales, because this is all just moved forward a bit. Right, but we're going to have a look at the ESC and the motor. Let's spin around. So the radio, again, as I said, somebody said West Perth managed to bind it to his Dumbo. So that is Dumbo looking, I'm not going to deny that. The ESC, very nice top on it with the fan. My guess, if I was a betting man again, these are 60 amp ESCs. So unlikely Aurora making those. Those could well be Hobby Wing 60 amp ESCs. I do like the metal cover on the fan at the top. That does look very snazzy. And then the motor, brushless motor. Morning hot, I can't remember what kV these ones are. 30 something 100, 3900 possibly. Chunky motor. I believe under there is an adjustable, well I hope it's an adjustable motor mount, because if it's not, that's a pain, but I'm not going to undo it now because you've got to take all that cover off. You've probably got to take that off there. It's a nice brace. It is not, it looks carbon, but it's not, it's plastic. The same with this bit here, looks carbon, but it's plastic. It's just a carbon veneer onto the plastic. But again, you know, for what you're paying pre-sale price, I will give it a thumbs up. Pre-sale price, looking at this, the quality, the weight, what you get. Pre-sale price, yes. Big thumbs up. Full price, it's too much. You know, for what else is out there, what you're getting, and you know, full price, I think personally, for 1/10 scale car with what it's got on it, what, $299 is it full price? Yeah, it's $300. You will get import tax on that. So that's £300 for a 1/10 scale street car. You can get the FTX DR8, which is way more of a car. By the way, I've got to work on that because Jack's been at it again. That's 50 quid more. So I'd get that over that at full price. But £199 or dollars, 200 quid, I think it's a good deal, personally. But, you know, let me know down below what you think. Let's go and have a sit down, shall we? I don't think I need to do anything else with it. Anything else anyone wants to see in particular on it? Yeah, well, see, you're saying that as well, Bars, which is why you got a metal one. I shouldn't laugh at things like that. Who hasn't given me a thumbs up? 74 in the stream and only 45 thumbs up. Come on. Thumbs up. Don't miss them. Chris Gittings just bought one. I should become a salesperson. RC Diver Her? Is that Dive Her? I'm not trying to be rude. Skipping rock from across the pond. Howdy all. How are you? What part of the USA are you at? But this, looking away from just top speed stuff, could make a good track car. Yes, it could do. I don't know how it handles. It does look like it should handle well. The videos that they've shows it handle well. Probably not with these tyres on it. With some foams on it. We have got, see, you know, we could compare it to a Tamiya, for example, which is a similar, actually, we will go and get a Tamiya 1/10 scale. See how it stacks up. It's like a TT02, which admittedly, you know, is their basic model, brushed, etc., etc. But a TT02 over here, what's that go for? 120 quid? And admittedly, you're getting a fairly basic car, and it's a kit, and you've got to build it, etc., etc. Where are we? Where are we? We've got one in here somewhere. Bear with me a second. Oh, we've got one up there. No. Sure, there was one down here. Oh, that wasn't me. It might have been. No, not one. Where have I done with it then? Oh, there it is. It's on top of the... So, too many cars. See, this is our other Golf car. We've got the Golf colours on it. So, that with the other one, I think looked quite cool. Oh, this rain, look. Here we go. Callum's... Is it Callum's one? I think this is Callum's one. Yes. Because Jack's got the Toyota... So if we put this next to that, oh dearie me, we rip the body off quickly, we can see the wheelbase. Wheelbase is pretty much the same. So Tamiya bodies would likely fit on this because the wheelbase looks the same. Looks identical. So yeah, if you can get Tamiya body, you could probably fit it on that. If there's any Tamiya bodies you wanted to replace and put on here as well, which would be pretty cool. Right, time to go and sit down. I haven't been well either, so I've had a stinking cold, which hasn't helped. And I've just got the legacy of a bit of a cough now. Ooh. Hello. Well, come on then, start up, silly thing. Oh, I didn't see how many. Did anyone enter Kev's raffles? 2 hours to go on Kev's Vortex Boost raffle. Oh, oh dearie me. Lucky, I tell you now, sometimes I wish I had Kev's numbers because he's not made much money on that at all. My God. Lucky, well, no, he's put the work in, so I'm not going to moan about it. Yeah, you see, you saying 299 is cool, 499 is a no, Bars and Tone. It's, you know, as I said, that's why you got a metal one. Why is there a split? We don't know. Because Le Mans car is based on had a carry. Ooh, I didn't know that, Griffey. Did they have to carry spares on Le Mans cars? I seriously didn't know that. Seriously didn't know that. But this joking away from just top speed stuff could make a great, yep, could do. Love the DR8, I know, we've got to get back out. I must get some more, but I must message the guy that makes the body panels, because I'm going to get some body panels for it. I've got to get it cleaned out. I've got to get that shock tower fixed. And if it wasn't chucking it down with rain tonight, I might have worked on that and then gone outside to hammer it flat, but I can't be bothered. So that'll be a job for tomorrow. Got to do some more tuning on the Techno. because I spent all last Saturday, and I mean all last Saturday, tuning the Techno. So I've now got a whole new tune on it. I've changed the A block, the D, the C, the A block settings, the B block settings, the C block settings, the D block settings, the rear toe, the whole lot. I've changed the whole lot. Okay, absolutely. It took the whole day, literally. Changed the shocks over, so they were bladdered. They're now in motion. Changed the positions on the shock towers. Changed the toe at the rear. Changed the bump steer. Changed the Ackerman. All stuff I've not got a clue, and all I know is when I did it all before I then made adjustments, because I bought the gauge. I bought gauges, guys. I've actually bought gauges. I bought a camber and a toe gauge, so I can do the camber correctly and everything. I'm learning. I haven't got a clue how to set a car up. I'll just copy somebody else's, but it is what it is. We get there. Kern, if you don't want to pay import VAT at all, or don't want to have a chance of paying the import VAT, the one to get if you're in the UK is the metal roller. If I didn't mind potentially paying the import VAT, and I had a system to put in the car, and something like, you know, a Hobby Wing 120 amp quick run ESC, which is censored, etc. They're fairly cheap. And then what size motor? You could put a small motor in there, a brushless motor. I mean, we can have a look now if we go to Model Sport. And if that's the case, then I would get the carbon roller. Personally, there's nothing wrong with the electrics that are probably in it, but they're fairly basic, and if you want to do anything decent with it, you're going to want to get, you know, something better like the Hobby Wing system. You could put an XR10 Pro in it if you wanted to, but they're obviously a lot of money. Whereas you can get these, which is what I've got in the other speed car that we were running. It's just the 120 amp Hobby Wing quick run ESC. It's up to 3S capable. I mean, you could put a 4S system in it. You could put a Max 10 SCT in there, 4S system. But again, do you really need to? Does he need 4S? Up to you if you want to do it. I don't think the 120 might take 4. I'm about to find out because I'm looking it up now. And I wish I could switch over and show you, but I can't. That's not it. Where? Don't tell me you're not doing it anymore. 120 amp. Hobby Wing. Quick one, brushed, not that one, not that one. There we go, quick one, the quick run 10BL 120, censored, is a stonking £44. And that will do 2 to 3S, 120 amps, censored. And you can pair that up with a motor. In fact, we go on to Hobby Wing's website. Let's have a look. So for 44 quid on that, and I think that's a pretty good ESC for, you know, if you're not going to be, I mean, we were planning to try and exceed 100 miles an hour with it. So I've got it in with a 3.5 turn motor. Will it survive? I don't know. We took the motor out of the drag car. You know, if it goes woof up in flames, then it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? Not expensive, 44 quid. I bought the 60 amp one. As I said, and then I bought the 120 amp one. Quick run. Here we go. budget friendly, cost effective. And I want ESC, oh, do they do combos? Motor. So quick run motors, let's have a look what they've got. Fusion Pro, brushed Fusion, 360 SD G2 brushless motor, or a quick run 2435 brushless motor. But I said, I mean, we've got a 3.5 turn big boy motor on it. And it runs and it's censored. But you could put this in there, which is great heat dissipation, 13.5 turn, which is probably a bit slow maybe, I don't know, but I'm sure they do one. And it's censored. Censored, it's a small brushless censored motor, compatible with that, compatible with 160 as well. Or we've got this one here, KV rating 4500, KV rating, oh, they do 46, 47. Oh, what's that one there then? Or maybe it's that one. No. Well, in which case we can go up to even more powerful motors. You can go, I mean, you can put one of these bad boys on it. We, as I said, we put a, that's what we're currently running, a 3.5 turn. One of these, I think, down to, yeah, 3.5 turn. We've got an XR V10 G3 in there. But you can get one of, you can stick one of those on it. And how much one of those cost? XR V10. So 44 quid for that. XR V10. Hobby wing, typical. So an XR V10 7.5 turn, not cheap, 94 quid. Okay, those motors are a bit more, but you'll be able to find a motor to fit with that ESC. So I would suggest, if you don't mind taking a gamble on the import VAT, get the carbon. If you definitely don't want to pay the import VAT, get the carbon roller. Sorry, if you don't mind taking a chance on the import VAT, get the carbon roller. If you really definitely don't want to pay the import VAT, and get the metal roller, which will work out ink shipping at about 116 quid, approximately. It drives nice, does it, Bars? So Bars and Tone has actually driven one. It is. Oh, it's definitely. It's way nicer quality than TTO2. I was just comparing it. Metal roller in UK to avoid tax, or carbon roller or metal RTR and take custom. Yes, correct. I like the car, but I think it's got a lot of potential for high speeds. It will need different tyres for sure, and probably a different body, or certainly the front lowering, because I think there's a lot of space under the front for the air to get into it. Claire, Ian, how are you? How's Claire? So I'm playing massive catch up on comments here. Do they do clear shells for it now, so it will probably paint one? Don't know. We can have a look. A better price. Evening, Pete. How are you? Ricky. So Ricky's got his as well. Ricky took his out. No, you haven't driven it yet, Ricky, have you? Emily's coming to Fam Jam. Great. How are you, Ian? It's so long since we've seen you. I've still got your Aralo spare part. I think I've packed it. I think it's in my bash bag when we do eventually meet up. But the weather's been horrible. No one's been going out much. Or not for long enough for me to do a 6-hour drive. I know, the weather this week has been absolutely horrible. I haven't looked at the forecast for Sunday because I don't want to get all upset that it's going to be raining again, because it was rained off last week, which really, really sucked. Right, do they do clear bodies for them? Let's have a look-ski, shall we? They do clear bodies, Griffey. $31.99. I know it's been way too long here. The boys have been working as well, which hasn't helped. So they do these spare bodies, 69 of them in stock. They've got some motors here. Well, look at these bad boy motors. They've got a 37, 46, 24. Ooh, massive variety of brushes motor lays down the torque and horsepower for blistering acceleration and screaming top speed, and it's perfect balance for use with an RESC unit. I don't know whether I trust those. They're on offer at the moment, $71 personally. I think I'd rather go with a Hobby Wing one. I don't know who makes these. You could put 6S 2460 in there. How much is a 2460? $79 still. Get all free, look. What else can you get? So they have gone to town really working on these. Brushless waterproof ESC. Hang on a minute, what have we got then? Oh, that's the 120 amp one. What's that bit there for? What those bits there are for, I don't know. Very strange. What the difference between that is and that is, I don't know. So the one we've got is obviously that one there, the 60 amp one, which I'm presuming will take, 2 to 3S. So we'll take 3S, which is good, before we fry it. No, that's the motor we got. See, there's the fan, aluminium body top fan set, $7.99. So if you wanted to put the fan in, you can. 3S LiPo for $36. What the quality of it? 6-channel receiver, including light system control. Ooh, maybe that's for the carbon one then, Griffey. I'm going to have a look. So you'd say you've got... Well, aluminium centre drive shaft support. So you can, whoever's asking about it, it looks like you can... I don't know how that would work, though. Unless it goes through there. So you can get the centre support for it. So they have thought why it didn't come with it. It might come with it in the spare things we're getting coming through. LED headlamp mount, body, tail light cover, aluminium front steering hubs. And we're going to have a look at what the hexes are in a minute, actually. Probably a 14mm hex. What else can we get? Oh, aluminium disc brake calipers. It's got those on there. We'll have a look. I'm about to take a wheel off. So where's this where it says you can get... Oh, suspension mount insert. So you can change... Oh, no, it doesn't look like they change. Oh, we're doing 80 amp 2S ESC. No, don't need that. Could have bought the carbon chassis kit for it. What else? Anything else we want to see on here? That looks like a JX servo. In fact, that is a JX servo. 7246 MG is the same servo that I was using, and I went through a few of them. So if we go over here, to AliExpress, my orders, You know, you're not getting to see all my passwords and everything. So that is the 7232MG. That is the 7246MG. So it is the same. It is a JX servo. Not quite the same one we've got, but yeah, that's a 100%. That's a JX servo. There's a lot of power, 46 kilograms for that small car. LED lighting set. Maybe they'll send me a new LED lighting set. Because that's the two rear lights, that's the front lights. Oh, here we go. Including brake light wire, turn signal wire, exhaust light wire. So you can get it sold out though, typically. So you can get the exhaust. That looks like the exhaust one there, Griffey. So it does. They do the exhaust one. Mine, I wasn't important enough to get the exhaust one though. So there you go. Yeah, they're massively overpriced when you go full price. So the pre-sale price isn't too bad. Beyond RC has got the new MJX Street Basher, which I think's 1/12 scale or 1/14 scale. Looks very nice. We've got one of those coming as well. That's a little Street Basher. I want to see what's behind here as well. So I'm going to go and get a little tool to do that. Yeah, in that one. Don't get this on QVC, do you? It does make me wonder how many people buy. I mean, in the UK, they're but if you get into the US where you're not paying import VAT and everything, maybe they're not so overly priced. Too expensive normal price, but I bought this one. Looks to be. We'll paint a clear shell for it. Right, let's see what's behind here. So we don't get the discs. We've got plastic hubs, and that is a 14mm or 12mm calipers. What we got? 12mm. The 12mm hexes. Yeah, I don't think there's any foam in those whatsoever though. They feel totally and utterly foamless. The tyres could have been better for this sort of car, in all honesty. I wouldn't be speed running those tyres. I think they're going to balloon like mad. But when we run it with them on there, and then I'll switch out. I've got some foams which I can switch out and put them on. I'm pretty sure 12mm hexes as well. I wouldn't have bought any of them. No, I wouldn't have done either. So, yeah, coming back to, I don't to see, but when I was talking about the motors and the ESC, so in this little speed run car we built here, from the 1/14 scale, I should jam it in there. So that's the 120 amp brushless, ESC from Hobby Wing, censored and everything else like that. Soldered it on, soldered that motor in there, 3.5 turn. That fits in there, so I know it'll all go in there. Is it going to be too much for it? I'll be honest with you and say I don't know. Can that ESC that costs 44 quid take and hold up to a speed run with a 3.5 turn motor pulling from it? Only one way to find out. Literally only one way to find out. And for the sake of 40 quid, I think it's worth it, personally. Hasn't been used since then. And if I need to, I'll take the XR10 Pro out. I think XR10 Pro is only 2S. Because I need, it's getting something in here which is more than 2S capable if you want to go fast, because you really need to be going 3S. Because 3S is where it's at. How is Peter Goody anyway? You're going to be training again, doing your racing? I will get down to Badlands this year. I'll wait for you all to be fast enough to keep up with me though. The banners are amazing. I'm going up tomorrow's after the rain stops. You will start over. Yep, those banners do look pretty good. Yeah, Fanband would be great, Pete. Hopefully we'll get to play this year. Yeah, you didn't get to play much last year, did you, Ian? Hopefully the weather's going to be good as well. Beyond RC says, I was surprised when he didn't have exhaust lights. I'll be honest, I didn't even know anything about the exhaust lights. To be honest, I would probably buy the HPI 1/10 slider myself. Yeah, they're good cars, I think, as well, Ian. He says, whatever myself, thought I'd checked everything on the table of features. Also, the split drive shaft's not clear. Can you do me a favour? Got any 3S packs with me? See what fits for us. The hunt for something that fits. None of my last. Well, I just did that, literally. That fits, but not height-wise. But, I'm thinking, if I'm clever, and I like to be clever, I'm hoping that I can undo this no, didn't do it there. I'm hoping maybe it's up that hole there. I haven't got my other glasses on. That clearly just holds the battery tray in by the looks of it. So there'll be a 2mm up there. It won't go up. It might just be 1.5 up there. I might have to take the whole thing out, but I can't get in there. I'm hoping that if we take the battery tray off, I don't know whether that will raise up or not, or whether it's all fixed in one piece. I think this might be fixed in one piece on this side, actually. No, that's annoyingly that is fixed to the battery tray, so I can't raise that end up, which sucks. So that won't work. Can't put spacers under it like you can on the Tamiya's. So, and yeah, it's. I was hoping I could put a strap here, come through here. I was hoping there's going to be a bit of plastic here. I mean, you can see I'm pointing, I could strap it there and come over, but that won't work either. Gonna have to have a think, because this does fit in. Had it in there earlier. This does fit in from a length and height point of view, from that simple purpose there, but it's being limited by this is the problem. So unless I can lift that mounted to the chassis, unless we can lift this whole piece up here, which is separate, and underneath, so I might actually be able to lift this whole piece up here. Now I'm going to try that. It looks like with some spacers. Yes, this is coming off. Yeah, with some spacers. Giving away my secrets here, Ricky. So certainly on this side with a spacer and longer screws under there, I can raise that up a few mil. Do the same on this side and that will clamp down, that will work. So yes, that's what I'm probably going to do and get that 3S LiPo in there. Where there's a will, there's a way. But it's slightly annoying you've got to do that. That's why I think if you're going to get a roller, you don't mind taking the potential hit on the vac. Get the carbon one because it's got the adjustable straps. I hate being limited on battery size by physical obstructions, which is what I consider that to be. Definitely good to have a couple of races with you and a couple of drinks. Indeed. So, the other thing, whilst I won't say what it is. All I will say is more tuning stuff for the Techno. Not giving anything away though. Not giving my trade secrets away for the Techno drivers out there. So Noah, if you're looking, haha, new springs. That's what I ran in mine, Dave, with a 4.5 turn. I hit 97 miles an hour and finished 9th. Nice. Yeah, that's a 3.5 turn. You see, we just didn't. I ran out of time and space. The car park, we ran out of space in the car park, so we needed to find somewhere new, and we just couldn't. And we had such limited time to do it. Evening Spectrum, Josh, how are you? What do I think of the MJX Hyper 14302? I'm not up to the numbers. Is that the new street car? The 112th Street, no, 114th Street car. We should have that next week. So, I've got another 3S here, but that will fit. But personally, I wouldn't trust it for speed running. I got that little one, which would definitely fit in there as a 3S, and but that's only a 2200 and 20C, I think. So we were going to use that in that actually. I think we were going to use that in that. Can't remember what battery we were using in those. Probably that little one, which is again ready to puff up. Or I can't remember what we were using in that now, speed run wise, to be honest with you. I don't think Cheap and Nasty Z's, they will probably go in, and that will go in. It's a Z 3.5 soft case. That's the, I say 3.5, that's a 5200 Z soft case. It did come as a hard case. We took it out of the hard case, but it's a 5200, which is not a 5200. Best is 3500. So I could run that in there. That does fit. I'm not really worried about these too much, although they are quite nice in the DR8 because they're lighter, but that does fit in there. So that's an option as well. Might do that without doing the mod. What else have we got here? No, they doubt they will fit. I'd have been using it. It's starting to puff up a bit. It's a bit annoying. Yep, that one will fit as well, actually. So that fitting in there is quite handy, actually, because these are quality lipos. But a bit annoyed that they've puffed a little bit. Because I haven't hardly used these. I've done it as well a little bit. And the IRs are fine. I mean, you see they're not even used. Maybe that's because we haven't used them. They've been sitting around too long. My 4S ones did the same. And the annoying thing is, our oldest batteries are these ones when we got them 2 years ago. Gen's Ace, unlikely to fit. I think they're going to be too long. Yep, too long. So that means if those other ones fit, that means if I can find them, that means these 65C Black China hobby lines will fit as well. Or will they? They should do. Yep. Yep, they fit in as well. So actually, most soft case 3S batteries fit in there. So I might not need to raise them up with those hard case 8000s. I can't remember whether I've got any of the white. I think I've got the white ones in this as well. Sure I did. No, I did. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Anyway. So actually that's good to know that does fit with the soft cases. So does it fit under the body? Yes. All fits under the body. Hi 509, how are you? Nitro Freak. Oh, Mark's in. Katrina, evening Mark, how are you? Take care Ian, hopefully we meet up soon with you and Claire. XRT hasn't been driven from, we haven't been out much to be brutally honest with you. Since I put the new servo in there, driven it once. I like Z back. No, I would never buy another Z in my life again, Peter. I bought one pair, those 5200s, and at best they're 3500s. And if a brand's prepared to lie on the capacity, I won't touch them again. Not ever again, because if I'm charging that at 2C, which it says it can do at 10.4 amps, I'm actually charging it at 3C because they're 3500s. In fact, over 3C, which could then create a fire. So if a brand's prepared to lie and do that, I just won't touch them. I know other people get on with them, but no, I'm done with them. There's something he says XF6 on the front. Oh, does it? I haven't got my other glasses on, so I can't read it. Oh, it does, yes. 10 lap time challenge. Well, almost my last part of the secret sauce has turned up. These are going on tomorrow. You got no chance now. No chance. Thoughts on the spare wheel? I don't know what it's there for. I really don't. From a realistic point of view, from what Griffey said, that the Le Mans always had that spare. So from an authentic point of view, yeah, good. But from an RC model point of view, don't see the point in it. No, hardly at all. Those ones, those Turnigy ones, we haven't. I don't, because I've got the old ones, so I tend to use those other ones only for speed running. But the IRs are really low on them still. I'll get down there, Peter. Don't worry about that. Oh, your ESC's going up. That's not a bad place to put an ESC, actually. Yeah, not a bad place. Micron. It's a pretty good idea. Also really like the head and tail lights. I like them as well, just shame mine don't work. So I'm going to plug that in, take a photo and send that off to Christina and say, my lights don't work. If you've ordered it, Paul, they haven't shipped the pre-orders yet. So these are the YouTuber review models that are going out, not the pre-orders yet. So the pre-orders are still open and they haven't shipped them yet. So literally this is the first lot. The YouTubers have got them first. Metal ones have arrived yesterday and today. The carbon ones, I believe, to the reviewers are arriving next week. See you later, RC Master. Take care, buddy. Yeah, I think we all need to get down there, Mark, don't we? Show the Badland boys how to drive. No, it's been horrible waterside. Absolutely horrible. I think it's been at least 4 weeks on the bounce now with horrible wet weather. You just want me to keep taking the thing apart, don't you? That's what you want me to do. Right. Technically, you can take that mount out there, and you can see it. And there's a lot of space there, even potentially. You could almost get a Max 6 in there, you know. Without that cat pack on the side, yeah, you can get a big ESC in there. Or you could almost, I think you could get a Max, that's a Max 6. Without that cat pack on the side, that would actually slot in there quite nicely. You build some sort of mount, that will go in there. Whether it will fail on the back or not, I don't know, but there's a lot of space there. If you are struggling for. I mean, there's a lot of space in the chassis because the side pods. So you're not. Space is not an issue in this car, to be brutally honest with you, because you've got those nice side pods on it. Oh, without a fan on it, easy peasy. All good, Joe, yourself? Yeah, well, the thing is, it's not, the thing is, Sam, but the £135 limit on paying import tax is not the actual limit. The difference is £135, you're supposed to, the retailer's supposed to charge it from where they're selling it from. But in reality, most don't, because they can't be bothered to then file the VAT with the HMRC from a foreign country. So they just totally and utterly ignore it. And because the post office will look at the import duty stamp and go, it's less than £135, they won't bother with it either because it hasn't hit their threshold. So that's why we end up, you know, it used to be £18. Anything over £18, you used to get always done for import duty because it's always collected by the courier, whoever it might be, plus their £12 handling fee. So this is one of the benefits. You know, people say, what's the benefit of leaving Brexit? Whether you're pro-Brexit, anti-Brexit, one of the benefits of leaving the EU, excuse me, is definitely the fact if you're importing now stuff and you keep below that 135, chances are you're getting it cheaper. Excuse me, because you're not going to get hit with the VAT. So that is one of the benefits, probably one of the only benefits, but it is a benefit. Is it going to be a speed run car? Yes, probably. We'll have a play around, do a bit of drifting with it to start off with, see what sort of speeds we can get out of it. I've got to go through and have a look at it all, look at what different gears come with it, etc, etc, etc. But we don't really have, well, apart from that car park, we don't really have anywhere to speed run at the moment. I might attend Rossa, if you don't know yet. We will see. It will definitely fit a Spectrum 150 or 160. Oh yeah, it'll fit, yeah, easy peasy. I mean, I could go and get a Max 8. A Max 8 will fit in there easy. XR8 Pro will fit in there easy. I think a Max 6, even with the fan, you know, with the fan off and everything, will fit in there easy. Definitely. There's plenty of room back there. Yeah, so many places we need to go. We've got to obviously get out in the field. We've got to get to Cambridge RC Raceway with the big boys. We've got to get out in the field with the big boys. We've got to get down to Badlands. We've got to get jumping and speed running. There's just not enough hours in the day. What we do for tyres? Well, these are stock ones are horrible. It's a 12mm hex. So, you know, contact foams will work pretty much, depending on if you want to speed run or not, or if you just want to have a blast around, depends what you want to do really. But probably get some sweep tyres if you want to do street burnouts and things like that, just drifting around. Some sweeps will probably do it if you're doing speed running, etc. Then you know, like the contact foams, these are not the ones I would probably use because these are the rear drag car ones, and these are a bit, they're getting a bit old, run a few times. But some contact foams will fit on there for the speed running. Cambridge Easter weekend, might do if others are going. Are they going to be open, Ken? I know we need to get down there. I've got two cars. I haven't driven them all winter. Got a new engine coming for one of them. I haven't really run the OBR once since we got it. Run it in nicely, and then it's only been run properly once. And the winter came, and so yeah, definitely need to get out and run it. So Easter weekend might be the time we do it. Yeah, big boys. I was thinking Max 10. Max 10 would easily fit in there. Max 10 for speed? Yeah, if you're running 3S, depends on how fast you want to go, Griffey, really. Personally, I'll probably only run it 3S. If you want to go 4S, get a Max 10 SCT and stick it in there. But I think a Max 10, it's a 1/10 scale car, so, you know, I don't see why you can't just run a 1/10 scale 3S ESC in there. Oh, it's their grand reopening, is it? Okay, right. Well, I'll talk to the boys and see. We need to get up there and have a good laugh. Yeah, I think so. They're just a bit... I don't know how long they'll last, Griffey, to be honest with you. There's no foams in the inside. I think for high speed, just messing around, drifting and burning through them, yes. Definitely not for speed... Well, not for any serious speed running. They'll probably be okay for 50 miles an hour, but... that'd be about it. I don't think a stock Max 10 does 4S, no. I think it's Max 10 SCT you need. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure a Max 10 only does 3S. Go on, fit a pair of those foams. Let us see the offset. Let me go and get them, Griffey. I'm too good to you lot. That's the problem. Look, some contacts. Rear 30mm. Rear 30mm. 42 Shore. 35 Shore. We want carbon. Oh, loads of different ones. Right. So I don't know whether the front ones are narrow. So height wise, they're not, these are rear drag. So these are slightly smaller, the normal ones, and I think the front ones are narrower. Yeah, so I didn't bother buying the front ones because on a buggy for some reason they're, and now I can't find. Find the spanner. Oh, there it is. Yeah, SCT is 4S, the normal Max 8's. Oh, good, Noah, how are you? Oh. And we'll put the body on for you as well. How about that? I've ordered BASF red stickers for the red body. Oh, nice. Where'd you get them from? You're going full in on this, aren't you, Griffey? Oh. Hex is stuck on this one. Not allowed nitros down at Badlands, Noah. You got the new SC2 in the Baja Ray. I'll tell you what, the new Max 8 G2, what an ESC that is. Love the new Max 8 G2. There you go, Griffey. Contact foams. So they're a little bit, they're similar sort of size, height-wise. Give it a bit wider, give it a bit of a wider stance at the rear when you're looking at it as well. Look a bit more realistic, like a proper car now, doesn't it? With those wider tyres at the back. I'll leave them on there, I'll take them off later. I'll put it all back together. I want to know all this stuff. Well, hopefully you ordered it from my link, Griffey. And I'm not giving you all the info and someone else earned the commission. I've just given you ideas for the content. Indeed you are. You're amazing, Dave. One of my faves already. Thanks, Pete. Bigger foams for speed runs, having a smaller tyre is like gearing up. Yep. Speed runs are for nerds. Cool kids doing the massive sideways. We're going to be doing both with it. Phantom, I know it won't look as good, but use the wheels from the buggy. I don't know whether those wheels from the buggy will work. They're probably foul, the wheel arches, because they're a little bit taller. So I think they might foul with those ones on there, because unless you trim this off, I don't really want to trim the body off anymore. Adrian, how are you? Keeping well? See you later, Mark. Hope you're feeling okay. Hopefully see you Sunday. Griffey should be banned if he didn't use the link. Yes, he should be. You didn't try my link, Griffey. That was the problem. I'll put it up. Well, I mean, I don't do the videos to try and, you know, I'll put a community post up, but I won't go out and do a video just to go, oh, go and buy this car. If people buy it, I only want people to buy stuff which I think is good. And, you know, being honest with you, yes, I'll get commission on it, but if I haven't seen a car yet, I will tell you it's available, and if I think it's potentially a good price, a good deal at the pre-sale. I will also always warn you about potential tax implications. And if you buy them, you buy them. If you don't, you don't. I don't do it for that. It's always nice. It helps us out a little bit. But you know, I don't do it purely to go, look, go and buy this car, and you know, try and get as many views and clicks as possible to do that. Because I want to try and be 100% transparent on everything. You know, if I see a good deal, I'll link to it. And or do I think this is a good deal at the present time? Yes. Once the pre-sale's finished, personally, I think it's too expensive. If people still want to buy it at that price, it's entirely up to them. But I personally think at full price, these cars are way too much. Yeah. I need to do that. I need to put that light on and take a photo once everything's done and dusted. But thanks to Ricky, I now know that normal 3S lipos fit. I don't need to worry about anything else. We've got the foams. I don't know whether it'll make a difference having different shores. I've got some other ones. I must have. I can't believe I bought different shores front and rear just for the sake of it. So I must have the other ones around out in the garage somewhere. I'll just grab those two quickly. Yeah, the problem with us, Phantom, is our roads over here, even they have what's called cat's eyes. So most of our nice straight roads have something called a cat's eye in the middle of it, which is a reflective thing that sticks up, which doesn't really affect a main car because it's got metal shieldings on each corner, and when the cars go over it, they just go over the reflective device inside. Unfortunately, if an RC car hits a cat's eye, it's toast. It would just explode. So that's our biggest problem. We can find loads of roads that we could go out and drive on, but they've all got cat's eyes on them, or they've got drains in the middle of them. They're not suitable for driving speed running down, which is really annoying. So that's our biggest problem. Is fine one, oh yeah, and then we do a street view on it. Oh, it's got cat's eyes. And it's just like you feel deflated because it's got cat's eyes. And so many of our roads have got cat's eyes. Too Wild RC, evening, how are you? Take care, Ricky. Thanks for dropping by. Good chatting to you earlier today as well. Oh, link's not available on pre-order items when I tried. I know it's, it probably meant, maybe that's it. I know when my first lot went through, I got 0 commission. I've sold about 4, to be brutally honest with you. And they came up as 0 commission, so I had to read it. I go, why am I getting 0 commission? They went, oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, oh, sorry, we'll fix that for you. Oh, yeah, you better had, you know. You're a YouTuber who's recommended about 100% trusted, unlike certain other channels we all know about. Thank you, Sandra. That does mean a lot because that's my motto in life. Yeah, I moan about a lot of things. I complain about a lot of things. People say I moan too much sometimes about certain major brands and the way they behave, etc. But you know, I'm not going to suck up to it. I just won't suck up to anybody for the sake of trying to get on in the hobby. I'll be honest with you, I didn't think I was going to get one of these cars. It must have been one of the last ones to get contacted. I know everyone else that was getting them had already been contacted weeks before we were contacted about getting one. So maybe someone they didn't hear back from and they had a certain allocation and decided to send us one, because as I said, we have sold a few, but I've been brutally honest with everyone and said that personally at full price I think they're too expensive. I think they're good cars. I like the brand listening, and I like the way the brand's going. It probably is tough for them, but this car, I don't know what it's based on. So if they've done this from ground up design, great job, well done, hands off, excellent job. But again, at full price, especially when you've got to pay the import VAT in the UK, £499 for a 1/10 RTR carbon chassis is just too much. It is. Oh. Thanks, Dan. Dan knows what the score was, and I've turned off the other thing that killed us last time. France actually has some lovely roads to speak. It does, France does, the continent does. Having a fast car and nowhere to bash sucks. Yeah, we found one road, or I say we found it, someone found it and pointed to us, but I said it's a 3-hour drive to get there. Which is why, I've been brutally honest with why the Big Rock hasn't been back out to take it. We haven't had that out in a year because we lost the use of that runway, and that runway was over 3 hours to drive from us. But we could go there and spend the day there and have a laugh. So it was worth it. Going to a road, it's not quite the same, but we can go to the road, do some speed running there, and then go out afterwards somewhere else. Now the summer's coming. And also you've got Rossa, but again, it's a lot of money to spend on speed cars to do it once or twice a year. You're Griffey, one of your ancestors for the cat's eyes. they need to be slapped. RC channels that regularly have videos with titles like insert name is the best, who says everything awesome and amazing. Those are the shills who shouldn't be trusted. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do stuff purely for getting people to buy stuff. No question about that. And doing YouTube has definitely opened my eyes in that regard. 100%. It's like people always shout out about, oh, get MIP, get MIP, get MIP. I'd never buy MIP again, ever. No way, Jose. One of those cost what? My whole set of these cost. RJX titanium coated. Nitride, whatever it is, it's titanium nitride coated, and these have lasted. I've had these for, I don't know, 6+ months. There's zero sign of wear. In fact, I have to, when I'm taking them out, it's funny because you hear it go. They're so locked in that you hear it go when you go to take it out. Let me see it here. Look. There you go. Look. So if I put that in there. It didn't come out easy. And this is in Aralo's cheap hexes as well. And you can see how sloppy doppy they are. Bit of movement. Put the MIP in there, it's going to be slopping around like right. That's the MIP movement. Sloppy as like a micro watch going into an old granny. I mean, that is, if we can focus, sloppy as old boots, that is. That one. Tiny bit of play. MIP. Buy MIP, buy once. Don't buy MIP. Don't ever buy MIP. Don't waste your money on MIP, seriously. Rick's Family RC, evening, how are you? These are from Ludicrous RC. I'll go and put a link up now. They were 14 quid. I had these already, so I've got two of these because I bought the the RJX kit with these. I mean, even these ones, which are a year old now, probably don't slop around as much, and these aren't even titanium coated. They're nice and tight as well. Very little slop on those. We're going to sit down. I'll get a link for you before I'm about to run out. Buy once, you won't buy them again. You're so right on that. It just makes me laugh when you go on Facebook and everyone's going, oh, MIP, MIP, MIP. And it's just like, no, don't. They're like, they might be a bit cheap in the USA, but my God, are they expensive over it? You know, even so, the RJX stuff is still silly. It's just cheap in comparison. So, purchase history. Might be last 60 days. 2022. Stop it. So I bought those in September. So September, October, November, December, January, February, March. They're 6 months old, as I said. I know I bought this item. I'm trying to... Oh no. Oh, there you go. Out of stock, 6 sold. I'm sure he'll be getting some more in. I'll send you a link. It's Kevin Martindale who sells them. I'll put a link up, message him, and hopefully he gets some more in. You want to know motor length and diameter as well, do you? That's okay, Griffey. I said 14 quid, best thing I've ever bought. I like the other RJX stuff. RJX Hobby is pretty good stuff. Motor length wise, if you're staying with stock ESC position, not a lot of room. I'll be brutally honest with you. Not a lot of room if you're going stock ESC. I would say you've probably got 50 mil where the stock ESC is. And motor diameter wise, you're on the floor there, so roughly, I can't get in there fully to measure it, but you're about you're a 36 mil can by the looks of it. You might get away with a 40. I can't get, yeah, 36. I think most of those motors on the website are 36 mils. We're going to have a quick look. I'll see you next Tuesday. You missed me. Have a quick look what size motors they're running here. All their motors are 36 mil motors, so you're looking at a maximum size of 36 mil. They do a 3650, 3650, 3660, 3670. So they must move the ESC, or the ESC in the carbon one can go in a different place. Carbon fibre brushless. Let's have a look at the inside of that. The carbon one has got more ability to move things around, and that comes with a I'll say what that comes with motor wise. Does that take 4S, the carbon RTR though? Adjustable battery can use reservoir space for different size batteries. Let's say. I'm wondering if it's got a fix, because it comes with 72 nylon spur, 63 nylon spur, a 52 nylon spur, and a 42 steel pinion. So it must be adjustable motor mount. Anyway. We got the metal one, Jay. We don't suck Aralo's butt enough to get the carbon one. Carbon fibre, flat 4, and a lot more room. Yeah, it's more about where you'd have to move it over, or move it up to where you guys have been saying, up behind where that spare wheel is, because unless you moved it out sideways, then you could get it in, because you could move it up a little bit closer to the servo, I guess. Something there? No, that's the servo sitting there. So you are strapped wise there. I mean, you could move it out. I mean, there's nothing to stop you moving it. Even on this one, it's only stuck down. So you could move that and then move it over here if you wanted to, or put it up there. It doesn't really matter if you wanted a longer motor in there. Or you could swing it sideways and then you could get a long motor in as well if you moved it. If you could with those wires, move it sideways. What the miles? But again, if you're running your own, it'll give you a bit more room. Hey. Do we still have the DR10? You mean over there? Yes. Because I was taking bits out of it. So yeah, it's still got the DR10. Just again, not had that out for absolutely ages. Because I whipped the motor out of it. I've took the OTA, Hobby Wing OTA that was in there, put that in the Techno at the moment, so I can adjust the timings on that on the fly, because this wasn't getting used. So we do still have the DR10. Just again, it's it's getting out with people that are also doing it, and Stefan and Matt haven't been out much. The weather's been horrible. People's real lives are getting in the way and things like that. So yeah. Yeah, it runs beautifully, but again, it's getting out. It's just so many things, because we only just get out one day a week. It's just trying to fit everything in. As I said, I've got so many things lined up to do. We've got racing this weekend at ARC, which was supposed to be last weekend. Then Cambridge RC are opening next week, so I want to get out with the fifth scales. I want to get to the field with the fifth scales, because we've got a new engine coming, which is going to be absolutely awesome. Got to get out and do some speed running, because got to get that car filmed. We've got the drift tyres for the infraction. I've got to get filmed and see how good they are, so that the guy can, hopefully steal some, because he's doing them himself and he wants to try and earn a bit of money to help him and his family. So he's done us 2 sets. So I want to get out and try them and see if they're as good as they look they should be. Got the new MJX car coming, which is a street car, so I need to get out on that. I want to see how fast the Techno goes. Now it's got the Max 8 G2 in there, and film that going round and racing. What else is there? I've got to get the DR8 out with the bash skins on it to test how durable they are. What else? There's just so many things I've got lined up to do, and it's just having one day a week and everything backed up like the way it is because of the weather and the boys working and me, having some health issues and everything. It's just sucked, and I haven't put a video out in, 8 weeks now? $40mm. You might have to trim the underside a bit. It's 4mm. It's only 2mm extra, isn't it? You might have to trim a little bit out, or raise. Could you raise it up a little bit? Possibly. I don't know. One more look before we call it a day. Could you raise that up a little bit? Probably not. Is there 2 mil of space under there? That's the question. I can't... Oh, you don't want to see my face. Looking in like that. I can't see whether there's 2 mil of space under there. I can't help you. I know that's a 36 mil can. So is there 2 millimeters of space available underneath there? I don't know. I really don't know. Don't be jealous if those aren't as good as you think they are. Right, guys, thank you for joining me tonight. I really, really appreciate it. It's been a nice stream, good chatting. A lot of people in tonight as well. 88 thumbs up, still 50 here. If you haven't given me a thumbs up, if you could, please, it's mucho appreciated. I need more than a torch Griffey to get under there, unfortunately, because I just can't get... I'd have to take this side pod off. I'd have to take this side pod off to get under there and see properly. It'll be tight, but it might just go in. So I said, really appreciate you joining me. I've now got to take a photo of my non-working rear light and see what Christina says about that, because I'm really upset about that. And Jean's just come in as we're going. Jean, how could you do that? Make a gasket spacer and spacer that. You could do if you lifted the whole lot up, the rear diff bulkhead and the rear thing from all the screws. Put a 2 mil or you could do that. Put slightly longer screws in, 2 mil spacer under each one, between each one. That would lift it up enough to work. So where there's a will, there's a way, I would say. Okay, guys, thank you for joining us again. Love you all. I'll hopefully get some more videos coming out soon. As I said, got a lot to do. Got the basher skin stuff over there to get done. Those tyres, this car, another car coming. Got a 24 scale crawler I've got to get done as well. I want to get out and speed run that thing as well. So yeah, lots and lots to do. Let's just find the time to do it. But thank you for joining me, everyone. Take care, and I will see you all soon. Love you all. Bye.